everyone, this is Caleb from Cosmic Hat Games with another Duels of Fortune character showcase. Prepare to get only mildly excited, because today I'll be presenting the electrifying karate practitioner, SHOTO KANJI. SHOTO, as his name might suggest, is heavily based on the traditional SHOTO archetype you'd find in other fighting games, but with his own unique twists on the concept. He has all the typical tools you'd expect from a SHOTO-style character, but the way he uses them and his general properties make him play as more of a high-speed glass cannon type of character. He has an insane multitude of useful options for neutral and pressure, and he can string powerful moves together to deal truckloads of damage. But his low health and poor defensive options can make him go down just as easily. First up are SHOTO's command normals, of which he only has the standard 2, but they can both prove fairly useful in their own right. SHOTO's back heavy is Axe Kick. Very creative, SHOTO. This attack is an advancing standing overhead, which is quite a rarity among the cast. These two properties combined make it extremely useful against blocking players. If used at the right time, it might just open someone up and give you that combo opportunity you need. And SHOTO's dashing down forward heavy is Hairstyle Uppercut. You can thank SHOTO's teacher, Master Locks, for this technique. This is a fast but hard to execute dash attack, and one of SHOTO's only real launchers. It's one of the best ways for SHOTO to start his juggle combos, as long as you can master the input. You can also chain it into itself up to 3 times, in case you just really want to flex. It's now time for SHOTO's special moves, which take traditional SHOTO archetype moves and put an electric spin on them. SHOTO's neutral special is Electric Ball. He throws a ball of electricity that travels in an arc. You can hold back during the startup to change the angle of the ball, making it stick closer to SHOTO. Because the projectile hangs in the air for a while, and can even bounce off the walls of the stage, it makes for a great way to prevent aerial approaches and catch the opponent off guard. The move can also be used in the air itself, which throws the ball at a shallower, slightly more aggressive angle. The air version can't be angled closer to you, however. This move is super versatile in neutral, and can even be a big help with SHOTO's combo game under the right circumstances. If you hold neutral special instead of just pressing it, you'll get Electric Blast. This move is a bit closer to the traditional SHOTO fireball that you'd expect, but it's still very unique in its own right. The most notable difference is that the projectile is multi-hitting and drags the opponent up into the air a bit, giving you enough time to dash in and start a combo from a successful hit in neutral. The projectile can be fired at an upward angle by holding up during the startup. Like Electric Ball, the move can also be used in the air, but for this move, you can actually change the angle in the air by holding down. This move can be quite a bit stronger than its arcing counterpart, but it comes at the cost of a higher recovery time, making it more punishable if used carelessly. By the way, Shin here is actually an alternate costume for SHOTO, though you probably shouldn't tell that to his face. SHOTO's back special is Storm Kicks. SHOTO performs a series of advancing kicks, causing him to rise up into the air. This is one of SHOTO's most useful combo tools, giving him solid damage and corner carry. Thanks to the distance it travels, it allows SHOTO to pick up a combo even if his opponent is launched further away. It's fairly easy to combo off of as well, making it just overall very applicable in combos. Do note, however, that unlike the typical advancing kick moves you'd see on SHOTO characters, this move doesn't have any sort of projectile invincibility, so it doesn't really work as well as an approach option. The way SHOTO moves when using it in the air can allow you to go over certain projectiles, but at that point, you might just be better off approaching with an air dash. And for his final special move, SHOTO's down special is Lightning Upper. SHOTO performs a rising electrified uppercut, propelling him into the air. Normally, you're unable to act after using the move until you hit the ground again, but if you hit the opponent on the way up, you'll be able to combo after it. Combine that with the fact that this is SHOTO's single most damaging special move, and this rising uppercut goes from being the typical SHOTO's primary defensive tool to an offensive powerhouse of a move. As a trade-off for being such a strong combo tool, using the move multiple times in a combo will drastically reduce its damage and slightly change its knockback angle, making it less worth using repeatedly. The move also suffers a bit in the defensive department. Rather than being fully invincible like similar moves from other games, This move is only air invincible, meaning it can't be used as a full-on reversal. Even so, it still manages to be one of the strongest tools SHOTO has in his arsenal, just not in the ways you might expect. And as usual, to end off the showcase, let's take a look at SHOTO's shocking super moves. SHOTO's primary super is Thunder Eclipse. SHOTO launches a huge ball of electricity towards the opponent, dealing multiple hits and doing lots of damage. The slow speed of the projectile means it's very easy to avoid if used on its own, but where it really shines is as a powerful combo ender, giving SHOTO even more damage to add on to his combos. This super also has some fun but somewhat niche uses with Blast Burst in neutral, letting you chase after the projectile and use it as essentially a big shield. It also enables incredibly silly nonsense like this. And SHOTO's down super is Omega Lightning Upper. SHOTO rises high into the air with a big pillar of electricity surrounding him, hitting opponents multiple times on the way up. This is sort of the opposite of his primary super, having incredible vertical range but very little horizontal range, making it a bit tricky to use. What's really good about this super though, is that it's one of the only supers in the game that you can combo after without using Blast Burst, making it a great way to tack on damage in the middle of a combo without spending extra resources. It's pretty straightforward, but it can do a lot of good for you. Use SHOTO's strong offensive capabilities and his high mobility to take the advantage early on in the fight and prevent the opponent from abusing your shortcomings. Juggle your foes across the stage with SHOTO's combo tools and destroy their life bars. SHOTO might seem like a simple character on the surface, but his stronger combo routes are trickier to learn compared to most other characters, and you might find yourself knocked out super quickly if you let the opponent take control. Putting the time in with this character is worth it though, as SHOTO can prove to be an absolute beast in practiced hands. That's all for today's showcase. We hope you look forward to the open beta release of Duels of Fortune, and to more guide videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching.